Hey guys! Today we're going to be in the book of Luke, chapter 10. And there's an interesting story towards the end. I think I'm going to do one also on just the first part because it's really a beautiful chapter. It's so dope. But this one is called At the Home of Martha and Mary. And we're going to go through it because we love the word. It says, as Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do the work by myself? Tell her to help me. Martha, Martha, the Lord answered, you're worried and upset. You're worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her. Beautiful, powerful thing. A few things that stood out for me when I read this, obviously, was just the way that Christ was missional. That he would go from village to village, doing the good work of sharing the truth about him. And how Martha opened her home to him. So hospitality is a godly thing. Being hospitable, being welcoming. Just praise God for all people who let people use your home to the glory of God's name, to just increasing the kingdom, you're reflecting godliness as you do that. So it's just a great encouragement for all those that are hospitable. They're always like, why is everything always at my house? Why I gotta host everything? Well, it's a good thing, and thank you. Then we get to see the big picture, right? It says Martha was distracted by the preparations that had to be made. And I think that's how a lot of times you and I are, right? Most of the times we are distracted by what needs to be done. We can even be distracted by ministry. So busy always being there, like, okay, everybody's always late, everybody's never here, everybody's always making sure. You're so busy serving him that you don't spend any real time with him. You're so busy up and down for him, going to the furthest of places, yet you don't sit at his feet every day, every morning, every afternoon, whatever your routine is, to listen to him. And it's a great indictment on us, if we're honest, about how we're negligent. We worry about the things that don't matter, when the one thing that matters is that we spend time with him and we grow in him. And it's beautiful that King Jesus himself says, few things are needed. In fact, only one. And she has chosen what is better, and that which cannot be taken away from her. I pray that you and I would be a people who would be missional, and people who would be very intentional and purposeful about spending time at the feet of Jesus and learning from him. That we would not be distracted by the things that need to happen. And hear me, I'm not saying ministry is wrong or making sure that everything is perfect is wrong. It's the same way if I have guests over and the whole time I'm busy cooking for them. What's the point? Like Daniel, it's not just Daniel's home, it's our home. So we have guests over. It would be beautiful for us to sit and love on them in conversation and encouragement and confrontation and like whatever it needs to happen in that moment. It would be good to be present, So the same thing. You might be too busy serving the Lord, not enough to do what is the most important. Don't be busy, Martha. Okay? Be smart, Mary. And that doesn't mean you neglect what needs to happen. I believe God has given us the wisdom and the grace to be able to discern and know what it is that we need to do and what it is that we need to focus on. And ultimately, it is really him. And I hope that this would be an encouragement to you and I to prioritize the priorities in our lives and live out that which is important, which is spending time at the feet of Jesus, because that is what is eternal. That is what is most important. Grace and peace.